My mental state is a lot like Conor McGregor's physical state. And what do I mean by this? Well, I just got finished watching UFC 329 and watching Conor McGregor run out there and on the opening kick blow his entire leg up and collapse and not be able to do much of anything kind of made me have this epiphany. My mental state is a lot like that in the sense to where on paper it's really good and everything should be fine, but under the slightest bit of pressure I seem to crumble and fold. What do I mean by this exactly? Well, we live in the social media age in which everyone's pages are mostly filled with highlights and these big moments in their life, while the low parts, the dips, if you will, are almost never to be found. And so, as someone who is incredibly insecure and probably not right in the head, seeing this kind of makes me perceive the world in a certain way. Um, I see everyone as having these really good lives and, living it up, having a great time. When in reality, I'm sure a lot of them are like me and they have these days and these moments to where they feel like the sky is falling and the world is about to end. But like I said, I perceive them in this way to where they're perfect and their lives are perfect. And it makes me envious in some ways. It makes me, curious on to why I can't feel like that. And, the jealousy kind of takes over. And for the past few days, I've kind of been in a pretty bad headspace in which I feel like I'm not doing enough. I feel like this kind of whole summer I've been cooped up and not really contributing and living a full life. When in reality, these people have this 2 to 3 day vacation where they take all these pictures and it's like to me it makes me feel lesser than almost, and it makes me insecure about what I have, and it's put me in a really bad headspace, kind of like Conor McGregor's leg. And it's not just that, it feels like almost anything these past few days, rather it be the way someone talks to me or the way that I perceive information. It's just like all been hitting me in like the worst ways imaginable. And so that kind of got me thinking on what can I do to correct this. Maybe I should stop being such a fucking poser. I think that's kind of what I've come down to. I have this stigma and this fear of being unhappy, and I almost kind of feel like, why should I be unhappy when there's so much to be grateful for? And I feel like the stigma around being unhappy stems from like the social media thing, and I feel like being more open and honest about that, not only on my channel and in my day to day talking to people, but like just not freaking out over every little thing that goes wrong and every minute inconvenience will probably help me go a long way, because I'm at the point where I almost want college to come back. Like, I miss going to college because it would almost make all of this bullshit that I've been putting up with feel a little bit more worth it. And I guess that's kind of my yap for this video. I really don't know what I'm doing with my channel. I really don't know what going on, but I hope you guys stick around for it. I hope to kind of make more videos talking about like where I'm at, and not so much this facade of like some Mr. Beastification, happy go fucking whatever I've been doing channel. And I want to focus more on like shit that I actually want to make videos about, I reckon. This has been We Heart Bobby. I hope you enjoyed. Um, stick around for a new video at some point.